5:32. Let the record know that we have quorum and Secretary Hammer is excused. Everyone else is present. Is there any public comment? There's no public in the room and there's no public online. We have no minutes to approve, so we'll move into communications from committee members. We'll start with Vice Chair.
I think other than agenda items, the only thing I have is that we are doing the art walk this Friday. We have the most number of people since I've been involved offering to help. And so we have you signed up, Ben, and Janet Zimmerman, and Katie, and Diane, and me.
So can we talk about that? Because it's like, it was too.
Oh, right.
I missed your email, but I mean, do we want to pay for that? Because don't we have to vote on it and do it?
Didn't we approve it last meeting?
Not for July, we only did May, so maybe we're gonna have to go forward. We want to do X number or all the artwork, or did we? Did we say we're gonna do all the art walks?
I don't recall.
See, I can't remember.
You had a communication with the person from Omerta and at least straightened it out that it's only $20.
And it's this convoluted, well, it was convoluted, I think. They had a new process, so it got lost in that. And
if it isn't approved, I will walk down to Omerta and see if I can give them a $20 bill and then try to get reimbursed, right?
I think that's what I was hoping that we could get her reimbursed.
Could they do a bill for a later date?
Yeah, could they bill it and then get paid after the fact?
I'll walk down there and see, because I've had no luck trying to.
I would prefer that you pay for it like at last resort. So if they can bill us for it and then we can approve it in like a week and a half, that would be ideal. And then if we could just approve that $20 expense for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Super. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Just along that line, I don't know, I think I sent it to y'all, but Commissioner Logan did an awesome job of, making it look fancy and posting it on his Facebook page.
It was his Facebook page.
Yes. And I haven't heard anything more from the city. I'm not going to worry about it. He was just totally on it. And so that is for future reference. No questions asked. Hey, Ann, what do you want me? How do you want me to do it? Immediately, like within a day.
Well, if we have access to our Facebook page, maybe Alex, are we getting access? Are we going to be able to do something with our Facebook page?
That'll be something I'll need to check in with Danae on, but I can ask her.
Yeah, it's just somebody needs administrative rights or something, it seems like.
So anyway, that's one more thing than what we've done in the past. And
right. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else for our walk?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
Just for the agenda, several agenda items. Oh, I guess just for the record, the chamber is again collaborating with us. They saved the sandwich board. They saved the posters they've made. I have them in my car. I'm going to take them. So the chamber has been, for the art walk, the chamber has been fabulous on all the art walks.
Nice.
Okay.
So we had some feedback from the clerk's office on the expenses that we requested, or the money we wanted to spend, but we're going to have to spend it this year. I just found out that we have $2,360 as our bank. I didn't know that we had a budget for this year, but I think that's about the same as last year. So they're going to use the long list of things. So we can talk about that, like the things we approved
and did they give us a breakdown like they did last year do we get to do our own breakdown maybe?
Well, I'll try to get more than that before the meeting. Right. I'll try to get like the actual.
Okay.
But she just gave me the number to show that we had enough if we wanted to do those things that we weren't able to spend from last
year. Okay, so
maybe that would be old business that we would talk about how we want to deal with the expenses that we approved last time.
So if I'm understanding, what we approved wasn't able to be purchased because we had already passed.
We had to spend it by the 26th.
Okay.
And I think we met on the 28th.
Right.
Okay.
But of course, we didn't know that.
Yeah, if we can get a predetermined date for the future to know when we have to have money spent by, that will help things
Okay.
so that this doesn't happen again. Seems like we have yard signs already, so that's probably covered. And then we got moved to March for the water bill insert. I
Yeah,
was under the
it's
impression
good for the,
that we had one this year.
because that won't help the budget meeting.
It
If
won't
it's in
help the
March.
budget meeting, and I think that this is probably a matter for the agenda, right? But it seems to me we shouldn't be deciding now, right? Is it possible to have a little more flexibility on the water bill? Because I don't want to pay that kind of money to do something in March if we don't have anything to say.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I was under the impression that we were going to utilize the August one, and I was left out of that loop. So I don't know how we can go about promoting a budget uh, presentation. What I don't want is for it to be a no-show. So we need to figure out if we're going to do it, how to promote it. It seems like the city manager is checking in with legal about whether they can collaborate with our events because we're independent. But I thought we were supposed to run everything through them, so I'm in a whole lot of confusion right now.
Sean, I'd say we should go ahead with it because Sean will promote it. I'm virtually certain. Sean Logan,
Okay.
right?
I mean, if we're just out on our own with promotion, then I
Well-
guess we can collaborate with whoever we want. I was under the impression that we had to use the city, and now the city's looking at whether or not they can help us. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do.
I think we can go ahead and do it. I think that we can get the League of Women Voters would promote it for us, and the chamber would promote it for us.
We just need a speaker.
Well,
That's the
isn't
thing,
Helena?
is the
Have you asked her if she was available for those 2
I
dates?
haven't sent that forward yet because I don't want to overload her with requests while there's still some outstanding. So we'll wait on that, and then I'll get that to her once.
Because we have those 2 dates for the library. We thought just to get to move this forward. So let us know because we'll cancel those dates if neither of those is available for her.
All right.
That's interesting though. Anyway,
Okay. So what else do you have for expenses?
I think I was just gonna, like if we want to talk about, do we want to get fewer yard signs? Do we want to get different badges? I mean, all the requests that were in the email.
I think
Or should that go back to outreach or should we all talk about it?
I don't really care. I think I like Diana's idea for the badges. So I would rather that we decide what kind of badges we want that are interchangeable, right? So that, when I leave, District 2 has somebody else can have it rather than my name on it. I don't need a badge with my name on it. So if you want to send it to outreach, that's fine with me. Or if Diana wants to, why don't you put it there and on the agenda? So if Diana wants to go after this, we can, because it was her idea. Yeah. And if she wants to send it back to outreach, since she's on outreach, we can do that. I don't care.
Okay. Before we do that, let's move into coordinator report. Alex, do you have anything?
No, I haven't had a chance to talk with Danae yet about how we'll do reports to you guys.
Okay. And then we'll move into agenda creation. So let's start with the officer reports. I'm going to go to the listening session so I can give a report on that. As far as other items, I am trying to get things moving with getting questions answered, and getting a clear direction on how we're going to move forward with operations. But it's like when these process declarations get passed down to everybody, I'm on that initial email as well. So it's news to me too. And I haven't had a chance to sit down with anybody and really go over the details. So hopefully that can happen, but I just want to continue to gather feedback from all of you about what's working, what isn't, so that when we get to the table, we can talk about it. But I don't really know how to address that at a meeting or because I don't have any report from any of the higher ups.
Related to that, and I'll just throw this out, I think it might be helpful if we and anyone who wanted to attend the next executive committee meeting sort of put out some points of a wish list of what collaboration would look like.
Yeah.
Because I was dismayed, which is kind of a mild term, with the edict that was sent down. I didn't feel that it was appropriately appreciative of volunteers, and I didn't like the tone. And I thought, well, if we're going to be positive, let's put forward, here's what we would like in collaboration, here's how we would like collaboration to work. So that's my proposal for the next executive committee meeting. And we could think about it ahead of time. Because I think we should be positive,
yeah.
And my initial reaction was not.
All right. Oh, right. I got a response from legal from the recommendation, the questions we had regarding the recommendation last time. Pull that up. Okay, so I asked, can the HCC as a whole take a positive or negative stance on the public safety levy through a recommendation to the city commission? They said yes, the prohibition on using city resources to advocate for or against a ballot issue is triggered when there is a ballot issue in existence. Currently, there is only a discussion about whether to pass a public safety ballot issue. And then 2, how can HCC representatives appropriately engage in the levy process going forward? And it says the ballot issue is officially adopted by the commission to be placed on a ballot. HCC representatives as public officers, defined as an elected officer of local government, would be prohibited from using facilities, equipment, letterhead, supplies, personnel, or funds to solicit support for or opposition against a ballot issue. The members would have to advocate for or against the ballot issue using their own resources. And I asked if the therefore clause we had in that recommendation was taking a positive stance on the levy. And they said, as mentioned above, the law prohibiting the use of resources from the city is not yet triggered. Therefore, the action language you've outlined is acceptable. They didn't really answer if that's positive or negative stance, but to me, it sounded neutral. I mean, I guess the HCC as a whole can decide if it's neutral or not. And it seems like it's appropriate to pass that if they deem it.
If the
So,
group wants to.
yeah.
So we can bring it back and say, and with maybe those adjustments that we talked about, like you would
I
bring
mean,
it back.
yeah,
again.
however everybody wants to move forward, it's fine with me. Or if they want to kill it, then we can take that stance as well. So,
And I guess I would like, to, again, just throwing out, I would like the HCC recommendation to the HCC to decide if they're going to recommend, whether they recommend it be split into fire and police as separate, that to be put out to the HCC board. Do you want to recommend it anyway? However, what order you want to do it in, but I think that should be one thing that's put out there.
as it stands, I can't introduce anything new to the recommendation because it's already been submitted to the council for approval. So any updates would have to be made on the floor, or we can, someone can write up an amendment and propose it on the floor, but I can't introduce it with new stuff in there.
Sorry, didn't understand.
Even though it was killed.
It wasn't killed. It was.
Oh, it wasn't killed, it was
Yeah.
just
Tabled.
tabled.
Couldn't it be amended? It's just
Yeah, amended if we
just
want to.
a member could amend it to
Yes,
to
but
have it be split.
yes, but as the author, I can't propose it again with
Right.
changes. So it has to be proposed as it was tabled.
When you send it out, could you just let members know that this is open for amending um,
Yeah.
by the body, by anyone in the body, any member.
Okay, think that is everything that I have. So officer reports for vice chair.
Well, I've got some suggestions. Officer reports. Just I'll report on my party. I don't. Oh, and they are. Well, we can let that be the outreach committee. I don't care where that goes.
Okay. There was some stuff regarding block parties and that communication from the deputy clerk. I haven't really been involved in that discussion. Did you read what they said?
I did.
Okay, so we were asked to put a hold on block parties until further notice.
And I think that's balderdash. So, I mean, I can see not if it has to do with funding, but anything else, a block party, I'm not proposing that we do this in the street.
Yeah.
Therefore, if it's done on private property, or if it's done on private property, whether it be a vacant lot or a parking lot or anything else, I don't think it's any of their business.
So we can't even fund it. Like we had that in our budget last year.
Right.
We can't even help something fund it.
So anyway, I saw that, and I'm willing to hold off on the funding to appease them. But in terms of supporting or committing to, if that's my personal time to help people plan a neighborhood party, the city, I don't think there's any reason for the city to prohibit that.
Do we have anything planned for the future? Do you know?
No. I have nothing. I would like to do another one because I had a good time, and I think it's I'm going to encourage other people to do it, and I would help them. But I think that prohibition doesn't really apply to anything on private property.
I don't know anything about that. Don't you have to go through an application process to hold a block party?
On your private property? No way.
Okay,
No.
I have no idea. So
You do
Yeah,
not.
if you're not in the street,
okay.
I don't think it matters. It's just like party. It's a picnic.
It's picnic. I did advertise it on Little Free Libraries, 4 Little Free Libraries, and 2 people who came I didn't know, and they had seen it.
They'd see it on.
Yeah.
That's great.
So.
Okay, and did you want to talk about the Lewis and Clark County thing, or should I talk about that?
I just like it on the agenda. You can talk about it, or I can talk
I'll do it
about it.
together. Have you talked to that person other than that email? That's all.
No, I sent an email back. I told Amber. Well, there were 2 emails. There was one that Katie Ryan referred people to, and you and I both got that. And then I got a separate one from Amber Johnson, who's the woman I worked with at the health department. And I told her that I would like to have an HCC representative there, and that I would put it on the agenda. Okay. And so I'm glad to talk about it as a report, a vice chair report.
If you haven't talked to her more than I have on that email chain, I'll just put it under my report.
That would be fine, because I told her, I told her this is not my skill set, but I hope somebody wants to do it. But then I offered to help in a way that is within my skill set. So yeah, that'd be great if you do it.
Okay, so I just have block party under your updates. Do you have anything else?
I've got under my update. No, I do have some agenda items.
Okay. All right, Lori, what do you got?
For my officer report, probably just the budget, like this. I'll try to get a breakdown so that we can discuss and show and talk about those expenses. That was
Okay. And we're talking fiscal year 27. We're talking fiscal year 27, right? Not last year's.
sorry.
The one that started July 1st.
So,
Yeah, this year, 2027 budget allowance, and hopefully I'll get a breakdown of it.
And I think it would be good in the discussion to try to get clarity on how much flexibility and both on timing and amounts that we have, so that we don't get blindsided and didn't check all the proper boxes. It'd be
As
good.
far as like when we have an expense.
Yeah, right. Like certainly, if we have, if it's broken down, we have $50 per district again.
Right.
That sort of thing. All the things that we've kind
But I
of
think
bumped
that
up
we
against
still
in
need
the
to
past.
vote on it as an HCC, get it to them with 2 weeks to spare, and then I think we're okay.
Okay.
But sometimes that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It's sometimes things are quicker than that.
And do we have ideas on how we can make sure that we have expenses 2 weeks in advance? It just seems like they kind of pop out of the blue and we have to go through this process, and it makes it questionable if we can even spend our money.
We have, other than the $20, we don't have any, I don't anticipate, certainly for this art walk, any expense for this art walk. We might, depending on what we do in the fall. I can't even imagine what the topic is, or, there might, or for the open house, there might be some expenses. Probably won't want flyers for the open house.
Yeah,
Maybe.
certainly.
Right. I mean, so probably we want, and if we're planning to do that, the 2 dates we've picked, I don't know if I think I sent to you, are the end of September and the first in October.
I think for that we have enough time to vote on it and we can do it coming up. Even though we don't really have commitment for the speaker for the budget, but we could at least get the approval through.
I don't see how
we will give a budget
discussion. If Helena is willing to do it, I think we should go with whatever date she's willing to do it. Because I don't think we should wait for a new finance director. They're going to push us off for a whole nother year on that. And I'm sure she can do it given the outline that I sent you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll forward her that this week. I'm hoping to get a response from her about if they can help us with that promotion. Yeah, it's a whole different discussion, but
don't worry about the art walk. It's too late.
We'll move on to coordinator report, we won't have anything for that. So outreach report, do you know of anything that is going to be brought up for that?
Well, the art walk and the budget,
the expenses, like we want to talk about
the budget open house. Oh, right. I mean, those are 2 outreaches. I guess the other one, which is I still would like to have Amanda Obitz come to a meeting and explain to us how we can collaborate on outreach.
Is she the PIO?
She's the public information officer. Yeah.
I haven't gotten a response on whether or not staff will be released to come talk to us. So,
well, anyway, that's a sort of a standing request, because we have permission from the library to advertise stuff there, and there's a bottleneck that I don't understand that it would be nice to deal with.
Okay. Sorry, remind me, it was art walk, and what was the other one? Budget.
The budget open house. The end of September, early October, as a wish list keepers.
Okay, so then we'll have the commissioner reports. I'll update those dates, and then unfinished business.
I have a proposal which you all can think about. I ran it by Diana. I would say she wasn't as enthusiastic as I had hoped she would be, but I would like to know more about all of the other HCC members. And I believe we have a huge amount of skill set that is being offered for free. So I'm proposing, just as a draft, that we begin an HCC meeting with who the heck is HCC, and go around and each person state one skill or something, experience that we bring to it, that the secretary or Alex record this, and that we keep recording this so that we have a record to show the city manager and the commission that there's actually collectively a huge amount of volunteer experience here that I think is underutilized. I mean, that's the background, but I think it'd be fun for me to know. I don't even know what you all's, because some of you know because I applied late, right? You saw my application, but I have no idea I didn't know that Bob Haybeck is a wildland firefighter, right?
Mhm.
I
And he's
didn't
the
know,
longest standing member of the HCC.
and I didn't know until talking to Katie Ryan that she's a former bus driver for the city of Helena. I mean, there's a variety of skills. So anyway, I'm proposing that who the heck is HCC? And it could be funny skills or it could be serious skills. What do y'all think?
I don't
That's
know,
great.
sold I'm on that.
But
I'm not really sold on that for an official meeting.
okay,
Okay.
so how would do you think it would be good do you like the idea of somehow listing our collective skills? Because this is huge.
I mean, if it's in an effort to show somebody in the city what we collectively can do, I don't know if it's going to be extremely relevant because our duties here are to make recommendations based off of things that are relevant or what we want to see in the future city development. So, I mean, they're not going to call on us to do special, like utilize us for our special skills, right? So I don't see how that's extremely relevant outside of just collaborating outside of a meeting.
I guess I feel that we are not valued. And maybe this isn't the best way, but I would like them to see, right? I mean, do you all work for the state? I mean, how many state employees do we have who, past and current, who have huge work experience that is directly relevant to either the budget and or the development of the city. And to me, I'd like them to know this, right? They don't see our applications.
Yeah, I don't know what format we could present.
Well,
it in,
just,
I
throw it out, but
I think it's
seriously, we have like decades of experience, right? That is directly, in my estimation, directly relevant to both. I mean, but Dick Sloan has done grant, has been on committees that review grants, right? I mean, I happen to know that, but I mean, some of the people, I have no idea what their skills are.
Yeah, I mean, how would you propose that in the form of an action item? Is kind of what I'm getting at. If
Well,
it's in new business, it needs to be an action item.
I guess
maybe
it
it could be a district report.
I mean, we do
know,
have member communications.
But yeah, what about district reports?
like
Because
District 1 is these two people, and that's what they do.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
no,
I like the
are you
idea,
not
but
curious? I'm
it's
super
hard to-
curious.
I don't know, I feel like those qualifications were either addressed when we appointed them or should be addressed by the voters when they're elected, right? But when it comes to our duties in and of themselves, the city isn't going to call on somebody who has special experience on something to solve a problem that they have, right? It's our job to bring up recommendations to solve a problem. We're not going to get asked to do that based off of certain specifications, right? So I'm a little confused on what our goal is here.
I agree, it would be a team building for us. Let's say maybe it's not anything to show
Okay,
to the
so
city, but
And
it
I
would be
think
kind of cool for our.
I think it'd be really fun. Partly I'm suggesting this, because I think the meetings are boring. We're trying to attract new people. And if the meetings were more interesting and there's some people that I literally just don't know at all, right? About half, right? I don't know anything about them. They almost never say anything. I say too much. This would be a way to elicit some conversation from people who usually don't say anything.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
There are people that don't say.
and that's fine if you want to do that member communications. I don't want to put that under new business because that seems like
And I don't care where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to bring, like, if we have time at the end of a meeting and you want to like have small intros where people explain what they're good at and their background, that's fine. I think that's okay. Um, and that would probably be best addressed under member communications, which is conveniently at the end of the agenda. Does that work?
Okay, that works for me. And I have something to go, and maybe you've already done this. Have you officially thanked the clerk's office for putting us on the packet list? That is huge.
They did mention it in
I'm so grateful to get that.
You did you not?
Did I thank them?
Yeah.
Well, I just went thanks to Stephanie. I didn't do anything more than that.
Yeah, I can respond. Say thank you.
I mean, I am exceedingly grateful. They responded immediately to a request, and
Yeah, and I think you mentioned that Commissioner Harden.
did I? I hope so. Oh, I did. I did. That's right.
I believe
To the
they've been
commission.
thanked.
I guess partly, I think we should be modeling the kind of behavior that we would like, the way we would like to be treated. And I don't think you can thank people too many times.
Okay, so for unfinished business, I have the tabled recommendation from last time. I have nothing to new business. Do we want new business? Any proposals for that?
Oh, there's the idea of asking members of different commissions to come, different committees to come and speak.
Yeah, that's on the list as well.
Okay.
And then that would leave us with board reports, member communications, and topics for next meeting. Anything else? Did we have specific financial expenses to approve?
just the art one.
Yeah.
And the book and the open house. We're gonna get on top of that, get ahead of that. What's the listening session you're going to on the 17th?
I think it's
It's public safety.
Oh,
right
maybe.
now. Oh, public safety. Okay. Yeah, and after that, I'll head to the art walk.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Then could you just order that it not be too hot and that we not have a thunderstorm during it? I mean, just, just while you're at it.
Is there anything else you want me to?
Do you remember the person we talked to? Because I don't think I kept it at Omerta. Do you happen to remember the person who?
That email, I could email that person and ask again, what is the process? Cause it seemed like, and then.
Do you mind doing that
Like it
and
has
then
to-
copy me and then ask her to respond to both of us? And if she needs me to come down and pay if they can't bill us, that would be great. So I will wait. If you don't mind doing that, that would be great. Thank you.
So it'd really be billing the city.
Right.
Yeah, that would be ideal if we could
Okay.
have them send a bill. In the past, have we just given them a $20 bill? Do you know how we pay for that? No idea. Okay.
Peggy took care of it, and I have no idea. Did you make any arrangements after Peggy left?
Because if we could just,
Pay them. I don't know that they've been paid. I think we may have just showed up in front of Birds and Foosleys and they didn't know we were there.
I think the city paid that one. I think they got it ironed out
Good.
for the last one.
The last one, right?
And
okay.
we'll try to get a better process. forward, maybe.
Yeah, because I think they have all the art blocks set um by their committee or however they
Yeah,
decide,
The
like
date.
early January or something, so we could theoretically just pay it all in one.
Yep,
That would be
that's
great.
a good idea.
Yes. $60 and done.
Okay,
Okay, any general items before we adjourn?
No.
Is there any public comment? There's no public in the room and none online. So with that, this meeting's adjourned.
thanks, Ben.